Hey, if you clicked on this video, you're wondering if B2C cold email will generate leads for your business. Will it work? Will business to consumer work? Well, if you've looked around the cold email space for any length of time, you will have seen people that say it won't. B2C cold email doesn't work. But I'm here to tell you that it does because I've been doing it for well over a year and it generates leads consistently for me. Now, I will say that I don't think it will work for every business or every industry. I think cold email, B2C cold email, needs to be a higher ticket item. So if you're making, if you're only making $10 on your sale, if you're selling health food or vitamins or dog grooming or something that's lower ticket, I don't think it's right for you. And I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but I don't think it's right for your business. But if it's a bigger ticket item you sell, it will work for you. So specifically, I use it for real estate. I'm looking for people that want to sell a house that they own that's maybe distressed or tax delinquent or in pre-foreclosure or something like that. And that's who I email. I also have people that email that are investors, that are wholesalers, that are real estate agents, that are solar companies, that are home improvement companies, all things that have a bigger ticket item. So when they make a sale or they get a deal, they're making thousands of dollars, right? So it justifies the cost of doing this, okay? And we're going to be able to build a good list to email to. And that's the other key factor in this, okay? So we have a good offer, but we also want to build a list of people that are likely to be receptive to that offer, right? So I'm not just taking an email list of everybody in the state of Florida and emailing them, right? I want to narrow it down. I want to say, okay, people that have own a house that they live in that is tax delinquent, right? If that's my target. And then I can narrow that list down. So when I email people, I can customize that email very specifically to meet their needs or to address their problem, right? So I've got a good list and I've got a really good message, okay? Now to do all of this, I need a couple of things. I need data, and I need a good email system that will send cold email because you can't do this from your Gmail account. You can't do it from your regular email. You can't go open up a new Gmail account and start sending out cold emails. So you have to do this with a software that is designed to send cold email. So let me walk you through it really quick, okay? On my screen, I'm going to bring it up right now. This is the software I use for data. This is called DealMachine. Now, DealMachine has excellent consumer data. It was originally built for real estate, but people are using it for a lot of things. Again, like solar, mortgage, all those things, it works perfectly for. And it's a lot more affordable than all these other companies that sell data, the Sales Genie and all these other data companies, all right? So in DealMachine, there are over 800 different filters where I can go in and look for certain types of real estate or certain types of distress situations or by owner income or by mortgage rates or all those things. So again, I can go into the filters on DealMachine and I can go down equity, different mortgage, all kinds of contact information, owner type, property characteristics, all that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go through this, but over 800 filters in here that you can dig down into and build a list. If I want homeowners, I want tenants, I want people with a high interest rate, I want people that have solar on their house, I want people that don't have solar on their house, I want people only with swimming pools, right? I can break it down however I want, right? And build a list inside of DealMachine. Once I build that list, I can say I only want people with an email address and build that list out, all right? And then once I build that list I can export it and move it over to my email software. But let's look real quick at the cost of this data. Now, again, I mentioned companies like Sales Genie, I think it's the name of it, or other data companies out there that sell data. DealMachine is so much more affordable than those companies. Okay, so this is DealMachine's pricing. So their pricing plan starts at $119 a month if you do monthly. If you do yearly, you save money on it. But monthly, $119 a month, you can get 10,000 exports. So we can export 10,000 people with email addresses meeting our criteria. On their Pro plan, you can export 30,000, and on Pro Plus, 60,000. And then they have higher packages if you're real insane and want to get a lot of data, okay? But if we break this down per email, right, per lead, on their starter plan, it's 1.2 cents each per lead. On the Pro plan, which is what I'm on, it's less than a half a penny per lead. And on the Pro Plus, right, a little less than that, right? So it's incredibly affordable, right? We just download that information. We build the exact list we want of people that are very likely to need our service or to want our thing, okay? Once I download that data, I go over to a company called Million Verifier. Million Verifier is just an email cleaning service, okay? And even though DealMachine has really good data, nothing's perfect, right? And when we're doing cold email, we need to make sure that every single one of those emails is a good email. Because if we start sending email out and we start having some bounce back, right, because they were bad emails, then Gmail and Outlook and Yahoo and all these companies are going to know that we're sending emails that maybe the list wasn't that great. And they're going to say, okay, what's this person doing, right? So we want to clean that list. So I use Million Verify to do it. Million Verifier is super cheap. You can clean, you can buy, let's see, I'll just hop in here and show you instead of explaining it to you. Depending on how many you want to clean, this is what it is. So 10,000 leads you can clean for $39. But as you buy more credits, the price goes down on this, right? So 50,000 for $89, 100,000 for $149. So it gets really cheap. I actually bought 1 million cleans for $400 because I do this so much, for $449 to clean 1 million emails. So but you can see it's very affordable to do. All right, so we clean our list and then we have to email it out. So for that, I use a company called Instantly, okay? Instantly is a cold email platform built specifically for this. So how Instantly works is you sign up for it and you set up domain emails. So you buy some domains in here, and then you set up some email accounts for each domain. So say we buy 3 domains and we set up 5 emails for each of those domains. Then what Instantly does, it warms up those emails, right? Automatically, you don't have to do anything, and it will go through and start sending emails to other emails on their platform to warm it up, right? To make it look like it's doing natural things, all your email accounts. Once it's warmed up, and that usually takes like a week or two, or actually 2, I shouldn't say a week or 2, it takes 2 weeks to warm up your emails. Then we build out our email campaign in Instantly. So to do that, we go in here and just upload our leads in here. And I don't want to show you that. I've got a list of leads in there, but if I show you that, YouTube will block it because it's got people's personal information on it. All right. But once we upload the leads here, then we build out our emails. And you can see it looks a little bit funny. And it's because I'm using what's called spin text in my emails. So what that means is every email that Instantly sends out, it's going to randomize. Okay. So every email that goes out is different than the one before. And it's using different variations of different emails. So in step one, I have 3 emails, 3 variants in step one. And in each one of those variants, I've got different spin text versions of the email. So it's going through different emails and different variations of the email. So every email that goes out is different. That's why Instantly is so much better than trying to do this from your own email account, because it's randomizing and it's making everything look different. All right. So we set this up and we say, okay, first email we want to go out is one of these variations. And then a week later, I want to do a second email, and I have 3 more variations in there. And maybe a week after that, I want to do a third and final email, and I have 3 more variations. And once you set this up, get your domains and your emails, get it warmed up and set up this email sequence, it runs automatically. All right. So we go in here to the schedule and we just say, hey, we want this to run 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, go. And we turn it on and it goes. And it automatically sends emails. Once the emails, people start replying, it comes into a unibox. So all your emails come back to one place, and people are either saying, no, I'm not interested, it's not for me, or yes, that sounds like something I'd be interested to. Then you reply to them, right? So it happens seamlessly. So Instantly is, the price of Instantly is starts at $97 a month. And this one really, for everybody that works in my group that I've got doing this is fine for 95% of people. You can do unlimited email accounts, unlimited email warm up. You can upload up to 25,000 contacts and send 100,000 emails a month. For most companies, that is all you need. Okay. So back to my original comment. Cold email will work for you if you have the right offer to the right list. That's all you need. Okay. If you want to dig into this, and if this is something you want to set up, below this video is my link. And this will take you to a page where I have a link to DealMachine where you can get a 7-day free trial. It will have a link to Instantly. You can check out Instantly. Also has a link to my cold email group where I show you how to set all this up. I show you how to create the emails, how to craft a good offer, how to buy your emails, everything A to Z on how to set up a B2C cold email business or system, I should say. So if you're interested in that, links below the video, check it out. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment if you did, and I will see you in the next video.